Yo, Crafty Crew, what's going on, man? I appreciate y'all hitting that play button as usual. I appreciate y'all tapping in with me. So today I'm gonna do something a little bit different. I figured I tap y'all in with what I be viewing on YouTube. So a little fair use right now. We're gonna be going through what is this, like a Mexican villa off the side of a mountain? Little Mexicano. I got a little Rita with me, little margarita wife you made for me. So hola, mi amigo. You know what I'm saying? we gonna get rolling like this, man. I figured it'd be cool because I've been around because of the companies I own. Not to say that I'm extremely rich or anything like that. I believe that wealth is really health, but at the same time, you do need a little paper out here, and I've been fortunate enough to be successful in business and be around people that have a good amount of wealth and a good amount of paper. So with that, I'm able to get a good assessment of things, like a much better assessment than maybe if you have never been in the rooms before, or maybe been around some of the things that I've been around. So I kind of wanted to walk through these type of videos and give some insight on what is worth the cost, because I'm a huge value person. Like I always say, I'm always about it's not about what something costs, but it's about what the value that it brings to your life. And on one side of things, there are things that are very, very expensive that are really, really nice. But on the opposite side of things, there are things that are very, very expensive that are absolutely trash. And we're gonna go through them and kind of call them out and call them as we see them. So, like I said, let's get rolling with it real quick. I appreciate y'all tapping in. Let's go. I have no idea how to pronounce that location in Mexico. My boy Inez. Yo, I know he got made fun of for that name in school.
I like to
I'm not even
say
gonna go
that
into it, but
when you're so close to the
ooh,
ocean like
crystal
this
clear.
with the dramatic cliffs, you can
Nah,
almost
that's
feel the
a
weight of the water,
that's a
like the mass of the
crazy
ocean
that's
with
a
the
crazy
energy.
view, guys.
Sometimes we feel like we're in a movie almost.
Okay.
We want you to feel like you're walking out to sea. You're one with the ocean. You get
Oh
in the
man.
elevator, you come down,
All
it
right.
kind of
So
takes you into a more dramatic
on the one side
space
of things,
over
is absolutely sensational with the view, but you do pay for that in the fact that
This week's
I mean,
episode
you're
brings us
sitting
back
on
to
the side of a
Zihuatanejo,
cliff right now.
Mexico. We were here 3 years ago touring Casa Encantolado, and over
Encantolado.
5.5 million views later, it became one of our most beloved episodes.
Oh, see,
That video led
lighting
to the
is
sale of the
always
home
very,
and
very
created
pivotal.
an immense amount of interest for the development of Punta Garrobo. This time we're
Okay,
sitting
that
down
water
with the
that water is
developers,
different
Nick
out there,
and
guys.
Pablo, to
It's
get an
different.
inside look into their newest cliffside home, Casa Puente. Its powerful and contemporary architecture, combined with traditional Mexican craftsmanship, and at a price point of $4.5 million, adds up to a
What
tour
is that? You
you
said
won't want to
4.5?
miss.
Guys, it's not that bad. For the prices that normally Buddy has on his videos, if he did say, I don't know if he said 4.5 million or 45. Normally it's 45 million for something like this. I'm guessing because it's in Mexico. No disrespect, but I'm guessing because of the location, even though it's fire. Because if that's in California, it's $45 million easily.
All right, everyone. Once again, welcome to Zihuatanejo, Mexico. We were here a little less
First
than
question
three
would be,
years
do the
ago,
golf carts come
and
with
it
it?
feels incredible to be
Which would be a
back
terrible
in this
question,
city,
but
in this development.
I want
And
the
we're
golf
beyond
carts too.
excited to
They
show
should
you
be
this
included.
brand new home that was developed by the same individuals that built the first home that we toured in this neighborhood. Now, from the street level, we have the concrete driveway taking you to the carport. I really like the rock finish with these stone inlays.
I guess
And
if I'm
over
in
on this
Mexico, I
side,
don't
we
really
have
need
two
a
full bathrooms.
garage like that.
Now,
I assume
even
I'm
though
not
you
gonna have
can
crazy
drive
cars out there.
regular
This is a
cars
vacation
in
home.
this development,
I'm probably gonna
most
be getting
people
around
actually
in.
drive
Oh,
these
I'll be
4 by
like
4s
Gilly in those
They're
things.
super fun.
Yeah,
They
like
just
Gilly
make
dancing
your
in them
experience
joints.
a little bit more exciting and a little bit more holiday-like as you're going
Boy,
around the neighborhood. Now, I also like that we have a steel frame carport here, which is a generous size. You can easily park 2 good-sized SUVs here, and obviously you get a peek of the Pacific Ocean even from your
that
carport.
view,
Now,
man.
Cody, why don't we
That
bring
walking
everybody
view is
to the
crazy.
entry of this home? So as you can see, we have the steps here taking you up to this bridge, and to my right,
I like how
we also have an
Bro came
outdoor
through with the like
staircase
matching
that leads
outfit.
you
He
down
always
to the
he
main
matched his
level.
outfit
But
to
I
the
wanna
vibes
actually
of the
show this
property.
arrival
Every time I'm
sequence
watching
to
one of these
everyone,
videos.
which is super, super special. This home is called Casa Puente. Puente in Spanish
Casa Puente.
means bridge. So you have this bridge that is located on the top
Okay.
floor of this property that cantilevers at the end, so you feel like you're floating above the Pacific Ocean.
Hey,
And
y'all,
as you can see, there's a
man,
massive
don't be
four-tone
afraid of
concrete
heights out
elevator
there.
cube that connects
It's
this
gonna
level to
take your
every
stomach to
single
a different
floor of the
place.
property.
I felt it
While
just
we're on
looking
this
at
side,
it.
we
Look,
can actually
don't look
tilt
down.
so we can take a look at that outdoor staircase. I love the raw landscaping on the back. It's a really exotic and warm way to welcome yourself into this home. To my right and left, we have
gotta
the
give me-
first set of
give
structures
me a little bit of
here. In
grass
fact,
out there, though.
This is the
Like,
kitchen, and this
why-
is the formal
why am I
living room.
making grass
And
like
I
that?
really like that roofs are actually landscaped. And Cody, I know you were mentioning this, that they specifically chose these little plants because they don't grow that much and they're easy to maintain, right?
Exactly, yeah. So they're little tiny plants that don't have such deep root structures.
Nah,
either,
that's
so it's
lazy.
low
See,
maintenance. It won't ever
don't let them
interfere
get you.
with the
If I'm
root
spending
structure itself.
It
M's,
won't damage your house.
I want it to be
Exactly.
lush.
And it
Don't give me
provides
no
some
short
insulation too,
corner
because you have that
because
layer of soil
it's
that
easy to take
keeps
care
the
of.
hot air
Cool.
out and that cool air in.
And it's just a nice way to bring
nah,
some additional greenery.
because that looks great.
Now,
It looks terrible.
Let's continue. I mean,
Looks crazy.
This is so fascinating that we're on this bridge that floats. And now let's talk about this elevator cube. So when you look at this house from the outside, you realize that it's built on this very steep
Oh, that's
hillside.
that's a
And being
James
able to
Bond
place
elevator.
A massive 4-story concrete elevator shaft is not easy. And they built
addition,
it
though,
by using forms, and they will basically
For
place a
security
form,
purposes,
pour
I'd be
it,
a little
and
nervous
basically
that my
take the same form
elevator
out
door is
and
just.
put it on top of the existing
I assume it got
concrete
some kind of
and
special
keep
key or
pouring it
something.
till they reach to this level. And if that wasn't enough,
So I had an
as
elevator
part of your
outside?
welcome experience, you basically walk your guests all the way to the edge so they can enjoy, appreciate, and experience the Pacific Ocean this
Okay,
way,
see,
which is
when you get into having a
exhilarating.
fly
I mean, you can hear
crib,
the
you do
waves,
want to
this
have what's
coastline,
called like a
the
welcome feature.
dramaticness of the
That's a welcome
landscape,
feature.
these
Like when somebody
beautiful
pulls up,
architectural homes,
that's how
sunny
you know.
weather,
Like,
this is a lot
hey,
to take in.
hey, check out
It
what I
is a lot
spent
to
the
take
money
in, but
on.
it's
As soon
so
as you get here.
beautiful. To the left, you have the coastline that bends around so you can see for miles.
A lot of times it's the approach of the house, or you have like a long curving driveway that'll go through some trees, and then you like pull through the trees in order to see the house. So that's like the welcome feature. But with this one, I guess the welcome feature is, hey, we gotta hop on this elevator. But while we're hopping on the elevator, check out the cantilever. By the way, bro loves a good cantilever. That's his thing, man. A good cantilever. Pause.
Structure that you're standing on overlooking the Pacific Ocean.
Okay, now this house is what's called an inverse house too. So the top floor is at the top, and then it goes
you'll
down
find that
from the
Cliffside
top
Mansion
floor,
dramatically
which
situated
is
just outside of the center
it's a
of the
different
community.
vibe
It's
because
situated at the end
the
of a road on
spacing
its own
of the
two
actual
floors,
house is gonna
100
be
acres,
it's gonna be
1.1
real
million
funky.
square feet.
Just by seeing it on the
It offers
outside, I
just
know it's gonna be crazy.
breathtaking Views, as you can tell, breathtaking landscape. It's very Jurassic in nature.
Man, I hope you got the color grade up on y'all
At least in my
screens right
experience, You
now.
can feel Punta Gorilla. You can feel Ziwa. Whether you're
Views
up
on
in the
views.
cliffs
Look at
or
that.
You're down on the rocks. You can feel the waves. You can hear nature. We built
Boy.
that.
Healthy and Wealthy podcast from there, yo.
The land, what I've found here developing, the land gives the answer, right? So this is a vertical lot. where
All
you
right,
see
so
it
when he
connects
says he
to
found developing
every
that the land gives the
opportunity
answer,
that
that's a
photographer's
positive and a
has the
negative.
ability
Because
to
what he's
create
saying is
and kinda
it's
capture
really
that
difficult to build out
essence
here, right?
of
So you
Ziwa and build around
you
it.
can't grade these type of mountains. There's not a lot that you can do. So you pretty much have to
There's
put the
actually
house and
a restaurant
arrange it in a way
Napa that we
that
call
the actual nature and the
You know,
where
having
you put the
traveled
house
here quite a bit in
dictates,
the past, and
which is the
after
reason
our
why it's an
first project,
upside
we
down
taken
house.
people to this restaurant, and it was situated on a cliff that had a bridge that led you to an elevator, which then took you down to the beach side where you would have dinner. The architect of this house happened to design that restaurant, and we had discussed that arrival sequence, which was like so impressive.
See,
We want
the
you to feel like
arrival
you're walking
feature, the
out to
welcome
sea.
feature, like I was
We
saying.
decided that with the given verticality of this lot, that we had a great opportunity to kind of tap into that. So in
Okay,
this house,
yo,
we decided that we wanted
that's
to
fly. My designer used the
build
phrase
a
"tap
bridge
into that." Like I like
that
that.
gets down to
Tap
the
in. Let me tap into that. Hey, that vibe, I need to tap into that real talk.
The arrival to the main level is really special. We have the white steps bringing us to this landing where you can see the
That's
lush
not
landscaping
a special arrival.
and the
That's what
stucco
the
throughout
nature
this space, and the floor is
required it to
actually
be,
Chukun
which is
plaster.
crazy to have to go
Chukun
down them
plaster
steps.
is a lime-based stucco mixed with resin from Chukun trees. It's an ancient technique, and I just love the depth. The
Man,
variation, the smoothness
nah, you're
it
not gonna
brings
upsell me
to
on
the surface.
plaster.
It's not to mention
Okay,
we
that's
also have board
not what
concrete.
we're gonna do.
That bridge that we just toured is
Nah,
right
stone
above
is
us,
crazy.
all steel frame, and over on this side they also use this beautiful pink.
The stonework is dope, but don't upsell me on plaster because they'll give you that it's an age old technique to it's plaster. Like it's one ingredient, two ingredients, mix, pour. Okay.
Really appreciate that they've created this really nice radius on top, and obviously board form concrete is at the very core of this structure throughout the home. Now follow me this
Man,
way.
it
This
better be
beautiful
concrete on the
walkway
side of a
takes you to
mountain.
the rest of the main level. It is nicely landscaped, adding up to that tropical feel as you're going more deeper into the home. And before we go check out these breathtaking,
I'm not
views,
gonna
I wanna
hold
get
y'all,
this
like, I'm
property
not impressed
out
by
of
the
way.
landscaping
We have 5 bedrooms, 6.5
overall.
bathrooms, 10,392 square feet of built-up area.
15,000
On the
square
market for
feet.
$4.5 million.
5 beds, 6.5
I wanna give
baths. That's a
big
good
thanks to the
ratio.
listing agent, Tracy
Sometimes it's a
Tudor,
crazy
and
ratio.
The 2 gentlemen behind this project,
15,000
Nick and
square feet
Pablo,
is crazy.
for making
You know,
this tour
that's
possible.
you're gonna need
As
a
always,
cleaning
you can
crew.
find more information about Casa Puente in the description of this video. Make sure to check it out. And I
Was
know
it
the
4
price
floors?
point is not something that we cover on our channel quite often, but in Mexico, $4.5 million gets you a lot.
You heard him?
And it gets you this
In Mexico,
breathtaking view.
4.5 M's
And a
get
living
you
root
a
structure below
lot.
us. The Pacific Ocean, your pool.
Hey.
This looks like a dream.
It really does.
I
love
assume
how
this is- you
open
can't
everything
finance this
is,
stuff.
And I
You
love how
gotta-
it feels like you're in a 5-star resort, but it could
You
actually.
gotta have the wire. You gotta send the wire for
Corner
this.
of this house,
It's no
and
financing.
it's here for you to enjoy. And in fact, let's go check out some of
Actually,
the
I'm
interior
lying.
spaces first.
You can always
Let's
get
go
creative
to
with
the far
financing,
right.
guys.
We have
Never let
the
anybody tell you
flooding
that you
deck
can't
here,
finance
leading
something.
us to
Now,
the
whether
living
it's
room of
good to
this
do it or
home.
not,
But
that's
Cody,
a
before we
case by
do that,
case
can you
basis.
actually
But
pan to this side and
there's always a way.
showcase this dramatic view one more time. We're going to point out the views throughout the tour. The coastline.
Do you know why there's always a way to
sound of the
finance something?
ocean,
Is
raw
because
landscape,
if you can
and then
find
this
something that's a
architectural
great
home
deal,
with
especially if you can
cantilever
get
roof
something
lines,
that's amazing
steel,
for a great
concrete,
deal,
stucco.
there are
These
always
elements
people that
coming
have
together,
money
it
that
creates
don't
a
have the
beautiful
ability to go
juxtaposition,
find that good deal.
and it
So if you can
feels
find a good
very
deal,
powerful to be here.
you can
Now,
always
let
find
me
a way
take
to,
everybody
because the money's
to
made in the
living
margins.
room. I'm just
It's
gonna
made
open
in
the
the
sliding
in
glass
between
doors
money.
here. This is one of the many interior
On real
spaces
estate, you
that we're gonna
never
see
make money on
throughout
the sale
film.
of
In
it.
fact,
You make money on the
properties in
purchase
Viewers
or the
Home
building of it.
generally feature a lot of interior spaces that are blended with the outdoor spaces. So you can get a standalone room like this, or you may have a fully open floor plan. Now, in this case, we're looking at a really comfortable living room.
Man, I
with
was-
the same Chukun
I was
plaster
expecting this to be a
walls.
much more
You have
open
the
floor
polished
plan, to be
concrete
real with you
floors
guys.
as well. That way you have that
This
concrete
looks
sand
like I
space
haven't seen
to warm
the
up space, spread
layout
plank
or the
ceilings, a comfortable seating
what's it
area
called, the
here,
floor plan of this,
massive
but
TV, and this
tell
really
me it's
cool
not room to
dining area.
room.
Now, Palm
When I
Wood
say room to room to
drives,
room, it's
it
kind of
retains
like
its
there's so
stability.
many
It actually
individual
stays
different
very
rooms
straight
instead
and
of it
it
just
doesn't
being
warp.
an open
And that's
layout.
why it
If
makes
this
it
is my
great
vacation
for
home, like I
structural
really
elements
want
or
the
for
open,
solid
I want the
furniture.
flow, I
Now,
want
in
the
this case, you
vibe.
can see these massive
I don't
beams,
want a
and they
whole
also
bunch of
wood
different
slab the
rooms and
entire ceiling to create
15,000 square
additional
feet.
warmth.
That's crazy.
And we're going to see palm wood throughout the house as well, and it's just a nice, durable, stable wood.
Yeah, and it gives like the entire home more of a tropical feel too, and it's more native.
I
to
like the tropical feel, but I'm looking at 4 different types of wood, in this room,
Now, there's
and that's
another detail
crazy.
here that I
Like
would like to point
it's
out.
a
We
dark
have
wood,
solid
it's a
concrete
light
floors,
wood, it's
and
like
as
some
you
kind of
transition to another room where
I
you
don't know
have
what,
these
oak
lower
or something
planks,
like that.
you
Like
also
that's
have
crazy.
pebble tiles. It's just a nice
If
touch.
you're gonna do
And this is a full
this
bathroom
much
with a double
of
vanity
wood,
to my
like,
left, and
which is
glass
crazy to say.
enclosed
But if you're gonna do this
water
much of it,
closet,
and I hate
walk-in shower here, and this open
let me
bathroom
not say hate.
also
Hate's a
serves
strong word,
as
but
your
earth
room bathroom
tones
since we
are
have
very
the
difficult to do
far
well.
right. Now, this door opens back out to the entry, so it's a full circle moment, and you can also see that concrete arch opening that we talked about earlier from this angle.
where am I
Again,
at?
nicely landscape, and Cody, let's
The
get a
arch
close-up
opening
here
is probably the
because
most
there's a
fire
really cool
part of
detail.
this.
The stepping stones that they use
But
throughout even they have these curved edges, these beautiful
See,
radiuses.
this is so
This
room to
nice
room.
touch.
Where
Now,
like this
next
is?
up,
It's like I'm
close
staying
to
at
the
a little
living room,
hotel
on
or
the other
something.
side, we have the outdoor dining area and this open kitchen, which is a beautiful space, glass table that sits 12, and I appreciate that they decorated the entire space. It just shows you how it's gonna look or how beautiful it would be to have your friends and family here. Enjoy the space, enjoy the views, and in fact, let's flow straight to the kitchen. Again, we have the pebble tiles on the threshold, sliding glass.
Is that the
to
actual
open up,
kitchen?
and the same local wood craftsmanship is also in this kitchen.
I'm hoping this is the
through and
outdoor
through.
kitchen. I
With
didn't
the
hear what he
cabinets,
said, but
doors, the ceiling design, and in fact, Cody, can we get a close up? I want to show how solid these cabinet doors are. This is a solid piece of wood. A lot of the kitchens that we see, they're veneers, but this one is locally fabricated.
okay,
And then you
respect
have your
that. Is
decorative
that is
countertops
excellent
with
craftsmanship.
traditional
I'm not
frame.
gonna hold you. I was
Essentially
trying to
fabricated
be
with your
unimpressed by it, but
wool,
if your
your gas
cabinets are
cooktop,
that thick,
your vents,
you know what I'm
same
saying?
plaster walls with
You
the
really got some good
open
cabinets in
windows,
there.
open
It's like the
shelving.
old
Again,
school
I love
furniture.
the
I don't know if y'all
rich
seen like
color of this wood. In
old
fact,
furniture was
both the
made
kitchen
completely
cabinets
different
and
than
all the buildings that we're
IKEA
gonna
stuff,
see
and
later on are
even
Prota wood.
restoration
This is
hardware.
another
It's
exotic wood
not.
that is known for its
It's not
strength,
that the
durability,
heftiness that
and
the
that's why
the
all
old furniture used to
kitchen
be.
cabinetry and even the frames of these drawers are made out of Prota wood.
They
Your
trying
sink,
to sell
dishwasher is
you
located
on the
this
wood,
side, and
man.
of course, in the
But
center, you
hey,
have this
dog,
beautiful island with an oversized countertop, some open
you
shelving
not.
on this side.
It's not. It's
Sitting here,
still
you
just
have
from a
door
tree.
that
Like I
opens
get
up
it,
the
but
service
getting
section
something
of
like
this
marble
kitchen,
or
and that
granite
also
or
leads
something
you
like
back
that
to
is
the
much
kitchen.
harder
So you
to
have
actually
easy
obtain,
access to your
which
kitchen
means it's
as well.
always going to be
Now,
more valuable.
here
The
we
harder,
have all
the
the
harder
buttons,
the
their thermidor,
the
your
item
two
is to
ovens,
obtain,
espresso
or the
maker,
harder it
which
is to
always a nice
get,
touch,
the
the
more
microwave,
valuable it's always
and
going
I
to be.
believe we have the panel, freezer, and the fridge on this side. It is nicely stacked with all
I do-
waters and drinks.
I
that
do
things can
appreciate
go
a good
pop up.
hidden
This
fridge.
makes our
Like
life
that's
very easy here.
that's fly
Definitely.
because
is a
it
little
leaves
hot
the
today,
room
you
really
guys
really
may see me
clean.
sweating. So it's nice to have a
That's
little
dope.
smoothie ready to
You don't even know where
enjoy.
my fridge
You
is
simply
at.
flow back
You don't
outside,
even know I got
back to
one.
your outdoor dining
Fly.
area and to this amazing level. I mean, the openness of this level. How you have
First time I ever saw a hidden
right in
fridge
front
was
of
in
you,
Trayburn
you
in
feel
Durham,
like
North
you're floating
Carolina. It was
up in the
Mr.
air.
Sloan who
And
used to work
as
for
you're at this point,
Mutual
it's hard for you to
Incorporated,
pick
and
which
he had a
spot
crazy
or
crib in
which section
Trayburn
you
that had a
wanna
hidden
enjoy
fridge
this.
with a
You have
pool
so
in the
many
middle.
different options, and again, it's just exciting to be on this
And
level.
it tripped me
Now,
out that it was
before
a
I go
fridge.
down,
This was in
right in front
the
of us, we have
early
the elevator,
2000s.
again connecting you to all four
He had the
levels.
type of crib that
And
was like an
taking down the
MTV
steps to our right, we
crib
have
store
this
that they would
outdoor
have rented
seating
for one
area.
of the
Two
rappers.
chairs, built-in section,
Real paper.
gorgeous coffee tables that are built from solid wood, and then you have this pebble detail here that I personally love. These are not mosaic tiles, meaning they don't come in sections. A craftsman actually sits down and individually installs each one of the
That's
pebbles.
dope.
In fact,
I gotta
the
get
lady
like that.
installs them goes
I wish it
through
was
bunch
mosaic
of different
tile
rocks
instead of
and trees.
pebbles. To be real
Each
with you,
rock that she's
mosaic
gonna
tile
lay
would have been
that way
a lot
goes at a
more
beautiful uniformity
just
and
fly.
continuity. I mean,
But
it
I
probably
appreciate
takes
the
her
craftsmanship.
days to even just get this
I
section,
appreciate that part
but
of it.
It brings that instant character, and I just love it. Now you have your built-in section here.
My
with a
whole
planter,
crib is
and over
outside.
on
He
the
ain't even
corner,
been
you have
inside
this
yet.
Really cool ant accessory.
Yeah, I can take the
You've actually
ant
seen this
sculpture with
accessory
you.
before
When I
on the other
caught-
property, so
No,
I
when I
just wanted
when
to
I
point
caught
that
when I
out.
when I
Now,
grab this up,
another thing
like
that I like
just
about this
take
section
take
is
the
fact
ant
that
sculpture
have this
with you.
Massive steel
Leave the golf
canopy
carts.
above us. This provides the shade that you need.
I told
in a
you,
hot
bro.
climate
He,
like this.
my
And
bro
it
loves a
also
good
cleans the
cantilever,
view.
man.
It makes it easier
He's
for
like,
you to
yo,
digest
I
this
want my whole
vastness
house to
that's in
have
front of you,
shade
which is the
over
Pacific
top, man.
Ocean. And
Cantilever
welcome
that thing,
to
dog.
your infinity edge pool. You have your lounging beds. Ipe decking here, again, following the theme of durable wood across the property, and this pool is so inviting. The
Y'all want to hear the
plasterwork,
funniest
and on the bottom section, we
deck
have
joke
this
I ever heard?
dark stone
Pause.
that's called Pietra Laja Negro.
Hey, shout out to
And
my
this
brother
stone
Wes, man.
actually
We was about to
comes
perform at
from
this
the
talent show in
grounds of
high
this
school, right?
property.
And
As they
my
were demoing
the
and
dude that
pouring
was
the
running the show, he
foundation, they
walks
had to
up and
break
he's
some
like,
rocks.
"Hey,
And
you
they
guys
used
are
the
second
same
on
rocks
deck."
in the pool.
And my
And
boy
I'm
Wes
talking
goes,
about a way of
"Your
recycling
mom is second
materials
on deck."
and bringing back the earth into the home. This is such a clever touch, and it contrasts nicely against the gray plaster.
Bro, that's always
And I
funny to
find
me,
that
bro. That will
talking
forever
about
be funny
living
to me,
as if it's a
dog.
normal thing. It's not. Like
Your
this
mom is
this
second on deck.
It really is. And I just want to go back to the pool for a second. I thought it was very
Oh,
cool
man,
that
yo.
the developers decided to
That's a crazy
basically
infinity
homage
view right there,
the
yo.
land that this home is sitting on by repurposing some of that rock for the
I mean,
pool, giving it a unique
I don't know.
one-of-one
He
design.
probably graded this
Definitely.
exactly
It looks
like this,
beautiful.
so it literally looks like
down
your
in the
pool
ocean
is going
currently.
into the ocean. That's
Now, let's continue to
that
this
doesn't even
side.
look
We
real.
have
I'll be
some
G
areas to
with you.
cover. First off,
If I didn't know
you
he
have a
was
good
standing in that
cantilever
photo,
right above me, steel frame.
if that wasn't a
Same foam
video,
wood.
like
And over on
it
this
doesn't even
side,
look
we have an
real.
outdoor bar and a barbecue area. You have your island with a tall countertop seating. Again,
3 million of this property,
love
three and a
bar
half,
stools all
4
over
million of
furniture.
this property is
Deck on
just the view.
countertops. And I mentioned
Everything
this
else is
earlier.
just,
Decon
eh.
is a man-made material comprised of glass, quartz, and porcelain. So it's very durable and it's great against heat as well. And
I
you
understand
need
it's
that
4.5
to be
million, but
both
they are
indoors and
really
outdoors certainly
using
helps
some
the case of
like
this property as
subpar
well.
materials
And I
right
also
now.
like that this section is open.
Look
You
at this
can see
liquor
the balcony
situation.
that's right in front
That
of
is
the
a
living room that we covered earlier.
some
Your
Jaeger.
sink,
You got some
tilted
Jaeger.
cabinetry,
A
gas
big
grill,
bottle of Grey
full
Goose.
shelving on this side. And as you continue, you're drawn
That's a
back
fatty party. If
to
I
the
walk
view.
up and
In
that's your
fact,
bar, like I'm like,
can
yeah,
we
no, we
lean
gotta
on the edge for a second.
we gotta
It is
talk, man.
Quite dramatic.
I'm gonna have to bring
it's
my own
crazy
beverage
how high up
situation.
we are, and it is fascinating how they place these architectural homes on a steep hillside like this. Now next, another outdoor dining area here, right on the edge for you to capitalize on these views and the sound. And Cody,
Man,
why don't you meet me on the other side?
he hasn't
There's
been
some lounging
inside
desks here,
yet. Like it's
and I want to
we
bring everybody to this
we
point
30 minutes
where you
into
can
the
see
tour.
what's
We
below
still
this
outside.
property,
Do I got
beautiful
any
corner,
inside
the rock
property?
formation,
This is how you know
waves
that this
coming
whole
in,
thing is
sound.
just location.
And we have two incredible properties here. We're also touring Casa Gorobo, which is arguably the most premier property here in the
Cap.
development. It is massive, architectural. It's
Nah,
designed
no,
is
it's
so
not. I
unique.
can look at
So
that and
that
tell
will
that
also
is
be a
not
property
the
that
most
we're gonna be touring
premier.
on this trip.
Maybe the
We're gonna
most
be enjoying
classic,
these
the
views
most
throughout,
well
and I
known.
mean, what can I say?
Well known
It's
is different than
already incredible.
premier.
The
That's
moment
not
we
a
step
premier
our foot
property.
into this
Stop.
location, we've been feeling its Zen energy, its landscape, its culture,
And I feel Enos because he has to say this stuff in order to continue to tour these properties. He can't come in here and be real, but that's what I'm here for you guys, to give y'all the real of this thing. Let's look at the architecture and build.
We situated the house almost like it's at a 90-degree angle.
Boy,
right?
sometimes you
It's at a
gotta
90 angle.
situate.
That's the
You gotta
point.
situate that
It comes
thing.
Down. You have your traditional open air space first, and that will lead you
Cool
down
white
to the
boy.
bedrooms,
That's a
which
cool
will be
white boy. I give him credit.
secluded. And
Look
because
how my
of
man
that,
sit.
we were literally tucked into
Look
the
how he
side of the
sit.
mountain.
That's fly. It's like,
We've
yeah,
been very lucky
yeah,
to
yeah.
be
Look at this.
using
Look at this shit I
roads,
built,
which would
man.
normally be very difficult for someone to do
Look, you see
because
this?
of the great
See this
shape
shit
of the house.
behind me I built?
I feel like
Fire,
a
ain't it?
location like
It's
this
fire.
is a good way for people to really get creative, where you can break the norms of regular homes and do something fun, do something a little bit more bold. And the
Okay.
landscaping here is so rewarding that you almost don't want to design something.
The natural landscaping is more fly than the
thought
actual
process
landscaping
of
they
this
put
home
in. That's
was, How do we
crazy.
make it accessible and practical?
See, the fly
given
dude
the
need this
seasons of
dude to
lot?
do
And
like
then
the
at the same
actual
time is how do we
details of
create
stuff. He the
beautiful
detail.
reviews
He put the
to
details
the
together.
end user or a guest that's coming.
The
here.
fly dude that's
Similarly,
situating
if you
stuff,
take
like
sort of the
he ain't have
trend
none of
in
the
the
details
house,
together
you
for
kind of get a
this.
little bit of a reveal.
Bro
when you
had
turn
to
the corner,
he had to
right
find
under
the
that bridge.
contractors.
You can see directly into the ocean.
Yo. Second dude is really dude that got the job done. He ain't get nothing done. He just came up with it.
This trade ceiling
I can tell by how he
structured
said
by
he just
steel
came up with the
and
idea.
Its flat roof system. It really
like, yo,
plays with your perception
I'm gonna
of
situate
depth
this
and
on the side of
distance.
the mountain,
I mean,
yo.
You can see. from
Look, y'all
almost
see, y'all saw the point. Look,
One of the things about this house
That's
is
how you
that
do it. You got
see a
something
lot of
fly you made
rectangular
behind you. You see-
shapes in these pergolas in all of the bedrooms.
Yeah.
But you're basically looking at a painting. We framed each view, and so when the sun is setting, you get these kind of like beautiful paintings. So that's something that we were thoughtful of. Is
yo,
how do we
that's true. It is a
surprise
bunch of
our
beautiful
buyer
paintings.
or
Like it,
guest
this
who's
doesn't
walking
look
out?
like it actually exists. To be real with you,
Can you tell us about how these homes are built here?
man, I gotta see how much they want
Basically
this for
on
the
cliffside,
weekend.
it's a very solid
Me and
cliff.
wifey, little mama,
The
we
rock
out.
formation, you can see
Matter of fact, we take a
how,
family
how
vacation
close
and make
the
it business. We
entire
go out there with
peninsula
my
sits
boy
in this
FP,
ocean.
record an album
How
real
do you work
quick.
around that, and how do you place these
Yeah,
homes on a hillside.
It's complex.
y'all want to get
It's
some good
fun.
music?
The early days.
I'm on my yay
before you start
with this
building,
album
they'll actually
recording, man.
carve
Like
paths down
we
the
going
mountain
to some
and
exotic
place them,
locations
you know, at
and
different
getting
spots
some
along the
real
landscape.
firework
Here you
done
are. You're on a platform. This is where your pool's going to be.
on
Where
game,
your living
Just so you can get an idea.
You get an idea of where you are.
on
Even
crafted.
then,
Y'all know.
after the land's been cleared and you're walking down, you're like, oh shit, I'm on the side of a mountain.
Look, that's
But
what I already said.
that's the fun
Shit,
part.
I'm on the side of a mountain. If you can't come up with no fly shit on the side of a mountain, bruh,
You
quit.
don't
Stop.
drill,
Quit what you doing.
you know, what you would do conventionally in construction on a flat surface. You have to first, in some instances, dynamite the rock because it's so tough. You can't even get an
To
excavator.
fracture it
Yeah.
so you can excavate
And you have
it.
to get the equipment down here. And then what
See,
you'll do is you
he
find
talking
yourself
about all
creating
the
seats,
issues of
tiebacks
actually
to the
creating
mountain.
something like
Actually
this.
create a flat plateau
It's not
for
just
the
building
foundation
it.
to sit on,
It's
and then you
getting the
tie it back to
materials and the
anchor it.
equipment
And we
to the
always
location to even
over-engineer
build it in the
for
first
that,
place.
purpose because you're
How you get a
gonna
crane
go
out there?
so you wanna make
How
sure
you get a
it's
crane
very safe structure.
up here? Like that's, I feel
Every
it.
lot has a different topography, and you have to adapt to it.
You use a bunch of expensive words. And then they start talking about topography. Like
Welcome
this is gonna have
to
two
the
commas.
bedroom level.
This is gonna have
Now,
this is a
this
two
property
comma
is
situation when we're talking about
We saw the
topography.
bridge, we saw the main level, and below us is the lower level. So this floor in the center houses 3 bedroom suites, including the primary bedroom, hence the bedroom level. Now we're
All right,
gonna
y'all
take
watch
this
this. I'm about to get a
hallway.
refill. Hold on.
To my right, we have the elevator landing, and over on this side, we have these 2 doors opening up the spacious storage closets. This one is a walk-in linen closet, and this particular room is actually massive, but I'm not gonna open up the door because that's where we have all of our camera gear, and it's a mess in there right now, so we're gonna leave it closed and discreet. Follow me this way. First door opens up to the first bedroom suite. We have the same chukun plaster also in this room, and I love the ceiling height here with all these palm beams. Then you have 2 full-size beds with
Okay, I'm
bed
back.
canopies.
What I miss?
It's a
What I
nice
miss?
touch. Built-in
I heard the
cabinetry
linen
on this side,
closet. Was
including
it crazy?
closet
Did he show it?
here. We have a massive casement window, perfectly framing the view outside.
Wow, it's
Now,
just like a
of
bunch of
course,
pictures
this
in here.
room
It's
also
fly.
comes with a full
Terrible bathroom.
with marble
Finally,
cabinetry,
finally some marble.
walk-in shower, and the same
Finally, we got
that
some
we
marble
see
in here.
now with
Jesus
the
Christ.
cabinetry. Now, I want to take everybody back so we can see some of the
more
other
wood
spaces
grain than a
on this
Pimp
level.
C car
Now,
in here.
I want to do something a little bit different. As you all know,
crazy.
on our channel, we do our best to cover every single detail and construction aspect of these projects.
He's so
But
official.
as you also
Every
know,
single detail
our
and
videos have been getting
construction
longer.
project.
We're touring bigger properties. We're going into more details. In fact, the door to my left open up to the utility area of this property. And from there, you can actually go to the bottom of the home where you can really see the structural elements of this property and how it's built on the hillside. So I shot a video talking about this room and the overall construction aspect of this property and how they're placing these massive homes on a cliffside like this. If you want to watch that video, there's a link in the description that
You
leads
have to
our
make-
Patreon, and this video
to make a real
open
good
to public.
decision
Anybody
if
can
you're
watch
going
it.
to
I just wanted
actually
cover that aspect on another
trust
platform.
something like that.
Go learn more about this
But by the
property.
way, speaking of
In
the
fact,
Patreon,
let's
I'm getting the
continue our tour
Patreon
because we
rolling.
have
You go subscribe to
3
my
rooms to
Patreon,
see
man,
here.
because it's fly.
2
I got
bedrooms
some
on each
real,
side, and the
some
doors
low,
behind
some
you.
some
Let's
real
see.
sauce in there. So I'm
Open
giving out
up
all the
to
courses,
this
real
really cool
estate,
space. Again, the first
credit,
thing stands out
stocks.
is the
I'm doing
furniture.
videos on all
This
that. They'll
coffee
be in the
table,
Patreon.
the
Subscribe
dresser
to it.
below
Not
the
only that,
TV,
but I'm using.
how between the wood
I have a black
paneling,
card,
the
American
ceilings, and
Express
the
black
furniture
card that I'm going to
brings so much
use.
warmth.
My
Immediate
concierge
warmth
is for
to your
everybody that
space.
subscribes
There's
to the
also a
Patreon.
really
You'll be able to
cool
use my
art piece
concierge
here.
service for
These
American
are
Express.
Pepsi
And I'm just trying to bring value.
that
I'm
are
trying to bring as
wrapped
much
in
value as
fabric,
possible,
talking about
treat the game
taking
differently,
something
really
worthless
create this
and
community
turning it into
of,
something really
you know,
unique, different,
people that want to get to the
and
next
dimensional.
level, that's going
That's
to the
right.
next
Very,
level, that's
very cool.
already at
It
the
is
next
super
level
cool,
across
and
the
if that
board.
wasn't enough,
I think each one
look
teach
what's
one, and
above
we can
us.
all be a
That
collective
is
to really go
our
out here
pool,
and be great
our
craftsmen at
infinity
what we
pool.
do. So
And I love that
join
they
the
took
Patreon.
time
Let's
and
get it.
brought the board from concrete aspect to this side
I
as well.
know they don't got
So
no
it gives
mini
that
split in there.
industrial dimension.
Are you?
And
I'm
here's
not
something
spending.
interesting that I wanna
Well,
talk about.
I don't know how Central Air works down there. I'll be
Electric
real,
here,
but
and
for them to have,
electric
that's
on
a
this side.
crazy
So when
size
they
mini
were
split.
pouring the pool, they actually
A mini
laid
split is like
conduit
a different
into the
type of
pool.
air
Essentially,
conditioning, so it's not
plastic
central
pipe,
AC where it
knowing
goes throughout
that
the
they were
whole
gonna be
building,
electrical
but
fixtures.
each one has
So
an
later on, they used the
individual
same pipe
split
to pull the
unit
wires
that
so
basically
they could
does
connect
what
these light fixtures.
central
Because
AC
it
would
be
do.
so hard to drill that pool later on and be able to run wires there. Does that make sense?
Yeah, talk about just planning.
You have to plan it. You have to know that it was gonna land like this in this room, so you can have the light fixtures appropriately spaced out from the walls.
Very cool.
Now, the last
That's a
thing I
lot of
want to
planning.
do is talk about the Juliet balcony here. You are
But you
floating
could
above
also
the
have done
ocean,
those pin
and
lights
what
with
a
like
cool
little
way
LEDs.
to
Like
bring the wild
you didn't have to
outdoors
wire that
into
in
a
for real,
seating area
but
on this
okay.
level. I love it.
It's so cool.
I
The
love it.
sound, the breeze, it's incredible.
And let me just close these doors real quick.
That wouldn't make y'all nervous at the
And
same time. I
there you
don't
go.
think I could.
Just like
I don't know
that,
if I could
back
live here on a
in the seating
consistent
area.
basis.
Now, Cody, let's go back to the hallway because we got a tour.
I mean, you really got to trust the
Which is on
engineers
this
that
side,
built
and
this.
I'm
I'll be
gonna go right
real. This
in.
is above
First
my
place we walk
pay
into
grade for
is the
engineering to
open
figure out,
bathroom. I mean, I have to
did
acknowledge
they
the
structurally
pebble tile
build this in a way
detail,
that it's
how
never
it
gonna,
contrasts so
it's
nicely
never gonna
against
fall?
the polished concrete
Never?
floors, your green marble fabricated vanity with 2 sinks,
Man.
beautiful millwork.
Y'all better
even
be the
exteriors are
engineers
nicely
that built the
framed, your walls
pyramids.
process, plaster walls, and the
I need
first
that
floor,
I need that
to my right,
mathematics on
open up the
point.
water closet. There's a nice casement window there, and the second glass door opens up to the walk-in shower. They also have
I missed it. My
pebble
bad.
tiles here,
This
and
better
these
not be
showers,
the. This is not the
feel so
master
cool
bathroom, right? This is just an
underneath
extra
your feet.
bathroom.
And you have your rain head, and what a nautical way to frame the rain head inside of this
God, I'm just not a
window,
fan of
inside
the
this
plaster.
frame.
I don't know if
It
that
just
is
kinda
a
brings an additional layer of
require.
warmth
Maybe that is
and coolness.
more a style
Your
of the
walk-in shower
culture
and
in Mexico,
nature
and I dig
with a
that.
casement
But
window as well.
man,
Super cool. Now next, we're gonna
I want
see
my
the
main
bedroom
bathroom to
itself.
look like a
It's
sauna.
spacious
Like a
and
sauna
gets
in there.
Jaw-dropping views. Seamless opening
It's all
to a
views.
dedicated
It's
balcony.
all views.
I'm gonna skip the views on this one because I want to focus
Specifically
on the bedroom
just
itself.
views. Another
Again,
mini split.
your
That's
polished
crazy. It's
concrete
all mini
floors,
splits. Y'all could at least took
pebble
the
tile
tags off the
detail
mini
of the
split.
floor,
Those are
framing
General
the
Electric
bed,
mini
and
splits
there's
too.
also a built-in section within
Shout
the
out to
bed.
America.
You can see the headboard design. You have your bedside
I know, because
tables,
we have mini
minimalist
splits at
decoration,
legendaryfarms.life.
very
Shout out to
comfortable
Legendary
cozy room
Farms,
to
where
be
we
in.
grow some of the
And the
best
fact that in the morning, you just
THCA
go
you'll
out to the
ever have in
balcony,
your life.
life doesn't really get
LegendaryFarms.com.
much better. Now, next up,
All
we
indoor.
have the
It
primary
hasn't
bedroom.
seen the light of day
Now,
unless
let
you
me
take it
rephrase
outside.
myself.
Let's go.
Each level actually features a primary bedroom, and this is the one on this floor. King size bed right in the center. Room is very spacious.
Okay, so
You can see the palm ceiling design.
see, this is when the
same
layout gets
work
crazy. I
on
told you the
the
layout's
pool
crazy
that we
because
saw.
it's an
It's
inverse
also
house.
here. Your seamless opening to the
So he was
balcony
just saying
that
there's
we're
a
gonna check out in
bedroom,
second.
there's a
And right in the center of the
primary
room, we have
bedroom
the king
on
size
every
bed.
single
I
floor,
love
which
this floor,
is
how you can walk on
weird.
the backside of the bed and in front and on the sides, and of course the pebble tile
Not that I don't
floor.
like to
It's
show love
almost
across the board to
changing the
everybody
feel
that's
of the
kicking it with me,
floors
but I
right
mean, if it's
before you
my
go to
crib,
bed.
like I
Or in the
want,
morning when you wake up,
I want
this is the
everybody to
first
have fire
specific
bedrooms,
feel.
but I want to
I
have
also
the
love
most
that the
fire
bed is
bedroom.
low,
Like, don't
or
get
when
me
you're
wrong.
laying
Like,
down here, all you see is
because
the
if it's,
infinity.
this is why
The
all
view,
of them
the
are
ocean,
smaller than they really should be.
obviously here,
Like, that's
and
not the
this is
size of what a
an
primary
open space.
bedroom should be,
The
to
lighting
be real with
detail
y'all.
is also here.
Especially
Your
I'm
split
spending
AC unit.
4.5.
And Cody, let's turn towards this side. We talk about the parota wood throughout the home, and the built-ins are also made out of the same species. You have some open shelving, wardrobe space, and even at the entry, there's a little bar area.
Yo, it's
What a
too,
great space.
I feel it. It is the vibe out there, but it's
the
too
way
earth tone for me.
how they design spaces in this part of Mexico, the finishes, the stones, the sands, the stucco.
And
the
it
local
could at least been
furniture,
like a
it
darker.
just creates a unique ambiance that is
Because
happy,
that
welcoming,
tan and that
it's-
black marble,
I mean, I
like
think it's
the
just
layout of
comfortable.
this does
It's hard
not.
to be angry around here.
You know what?
You know?
It does not line
Yeah,
up.
like
I
ever
agree.
since we came
Like if you
here,
put like a
we've been
color
working hard.
palette of
We've been
this, like
smiling.
just this
Yeah,
look
to me,
together, that
it's hard
doesn't
to not
line up
enjoy this place.
whatsoever.
I agree.
All right, come on in. We're gonna
Black
talk about
marble,
detail
tan wood,
in a water closet.
White plaster.
That's a cool toilet paper holder.
It is.
That's creative.
Just wait till that catch.
Yo, he's really going
Yeah,
through the
right.
details. My man grabbed the toilet paper.
We also
Like
have a marble
that's
sink here with curved corners,
Yo.
2 sinks, chrome fixtures,
Yo, that's wild.
shelving, framed mirrors, and Cody, can you actually come to this side?
You want to see my dog? Hold on.
Towel holder, kind of like in the same theme.
Yep. Very cool.
And of course, a very important Zio Tenejo detail. An outdoor shower. Give me a break. I love these.
Meet Bear Bear,
Anytime,
guys.
Any excuse
This
you
is
have
Bear
to shower
Bear. Say hey,
outside,
Bear Bear.
please do. It's much
Say hey,
more
Bear
of an
Bear. Say hey to
immersive
YouTube.
experience. It's just-
That's YouTube.
It's neutral.
Say hi.
And you have your control here.
It's
There's
my
also a
wife's,
testing
my
section
daughter's
for your
dog,
shampoos.
but
And in case
he
you're
really thinks he's
wondering
my
the
dog, for real,
privacy
for real.
aspect,
It's
since
my
the site
dude's.
is open, Well,
This
you
is my
don't really
boy.
have any neighbors here.
It's the only
And in the
other
future, you can use them to
testosterone
put
I got in the
some
house with me.
here to create privacy. And there are
You see
no
them
neighbors
views,
on
Bear?
this side as well, obviously.
You see
You
them
have
views,
the
bud?
Pacific Ocean. I mean, it's magical. There's something to be said about our
You trying to get some
proximity
food?
to the ocean, how we can hear it. And then you have this raw, powerful landscape around
They
you.
can hear your
You have
sniffs,
so
man.
much
They can hear
privacy.
your
And you
sniffs.
get to live in an architectural home like this where you can experience
play.
this scene, these qualities all together. It hits you different. In fact, Cody, can we pan down towards the ocean for a second?
Man,
The
these
ground
views
of
are
this
wild,
property is
guys.
really unique, and there's almost like this natural path that takes
These
you down
views are
to the
absolutely
water.
wild.
If I were to live in this house, I would literally pour my coffee in a thermos, grab a book or just a notepad, and walk all the way down to the ocean and just sit there, drink my coffee, listen to the ocean. No phone, no music, nothing.
100%.
And I promise you, you will not be bored. There's something very powerful about nature. You will be so inspired.
Nah, he's
You'll
right,
feel
bro.
so relieving and refreshing.
He talking that
and
game.
You'll have so many ideas that you want to pursue. You just want to write them down.
I mean,
And
you can get a
this is
lot
really
of free
why
game
we
from
love this
nature,
area
man.
so much, what
If
it
you
has
pay
to offer.
attention
In
to your
fact, we're
surroundings
putting
and just
together
the
a really
earth and the
big
way
blog
things
behind
work,
the scenes of our
if
trip
you really
here.
want to be
We're
successful
gonna
in
do
life,
some
and when I
different
say
activities,
successful, I'm not just
properties we're
talking
gonna
money,
shoot,
I'm talking
and we're gonna cover
happiness.
some
You
construction
can
projects
really
as well.
find a
And
lot of free
coupled
game
that,
out there in
we're
nature.
gonna be announcing a very
Go-
big
go
project
touch some
that
grass,
we've been
man.
working on for a very, very long time.
Go touch you some grass
All
out there, y'all.
That behind the scenes video. Something different. And I don't think many of you are expecting an announcement like this. So I'm really excited. Please be on the lookout for that video. And there's also a sign up link in the description if you want to be informed when we launch that video and when we announce this massive project. I'm beyond excited.
I
And
don't
with
know,
that,
man. Y'all
now
be
with the
careful out
lower
there.
level, let's go see what the lower level.
That sounded like a bitch. I don't know what project my brother rolling out, but hey, just go look at the properties,
Mexico is
dog.
rich in tradition.
You might not want to get knee deep in that
particularly
thing.
architecture. Over the years, you'll see a lot of the traditional Mexican homes with the palapa, the architecture.
Oh man, they had the
food,
crazy roof on
the
that thing.
colors,
They had like the
rich
modern
textures.
crib
We
with
wanted to do
the
that,
with
but do it in a
the
modern
Hawaii
way.
roof.
We use ipe for the decks because it's very resilient. Palm is another really strong wood that we use.
All right, man. I think
And
that's pretty much it
Baroque
in this crib. It's not really much more to see, man. I just want to take y'all through it real quick. We seen the views. The rest of the crib is gonna be rooms, bathrooms, etc. I appreciate y'all tapping in with me. This is Tazcrftd, Crafted Channel. Shout out to the Healthy and Wealthy Podcast. Shout out to LegendaryFarms.life. Go check out everything we got going on. Shout out to my boy FP. The Perp Tour is on the way, y'all. Perp Tour is cooking right now. So y'all go check out LegendaryFarms.life and get tapped in with us, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's go. Tazcrftd. Oh no.